Daniel Asama, and I am presently the country director of Back to Back Ministry International. I am a native of Plateau. I have been in the States for most of my life. I grew up around the country, and by the grace of God, some countries around the world. I'm happily married. I have fostered and adopted children. In the work I do presently, I'm a humanitarian. So what that means is basically we work with orphans, vulnerable, and neglected children. We also work with widows and people who are struggling because of age in the communities that we work around with. My entire life is to see that I cushion the effect of the hardness and toughness of the world for people. I am a humanitarian to the core. I'm a philanthropist. I try to give to the best that I can. For that, I become a life coach. I coach people, especially young people in life, to tell them, hey, look, this life is tough. You have to do this and do that if you want to survive. I am also a football agent. I discovered that a lot of our young people like playing the game we call football here. It is simple and easy to play, and I found out that it unites people. It brings people from every angle around the world to be together without rancor. People will just sit down together, watch game, and hug each other when goals are scored. Because of that, I picked the football team. I actually played for some time. I didn't play to be a professional, but I really play adamantly and for a long time. I have quite a bit of support for my team here on the Plateau. I love Plateau United. People who are in the Plateau United know that I'm a diehard fan of it. I support Mighty Jade as well because it's a very hardcore grassroots place. I think there is a lot of talent there and it's coming up strongly. I also have grassroots football clubs I support, especially around my neighborhood in Tudunwada. Around Gadabio as well, I support some clubs that are even in Bassa that are coming up. I'm really a football supporter. I like it. I have a few of my players that even play abroad. They play outside the country. Even children around the world. I've traveled around the world learning about this game, building myself around the game. So I love it and I still support people like that. It's going to be one of my long-term career. I am generally a lover of people. I sing a lot of songs. I like music. I listen to a lot of music. I listen to music across board. In fact, I like entertainment. I think I support the Christian, I support the non-Christian entertainment. I support everything that will make people have some kind of leverage to have some kind of smiles in their faces because of the everyday trouble around the world. I'm a peace lover. I like people to live in peace. I like to do everything that will make people live in peace. I've been talking to a group of people and a lot of people about how to make peace around just the northern part of Plateau especially. I am also a farmer. I like farming. I do farming for a living at some point and I still like it. I like agriculture. I like nature. I love computers a lot. I love gadgets and computers. I've done some real computers, hardcore stuff, programming, website design, database development. I love those kind of stuff. I have been doing this work for the past 15 years. I've been into the orphan care. I care for orphans across Plateau, even orphans that are not from Plateau that I come across. I care for orphans to the best that I can. It makes me happy when I feel like I solved someone's problem. You come to me with a situation, I know that I've helped in that situation. When I see you light up, I feel so happy. I just want to see people lighting up and being happy. So I believe in my career that I can contribute to all of those things. At some point I was a civil servant. I served with the Plateau State House of Assembly for 14 years. I served as a junior staff and I became a senior staff. I resigned because I wanted to work for humanity. I resigned and started working for orphan children. But I have experience of the parliament. I understand how the parliament system works in Nigeria. I understand fully how legislations happens in Nigeria, how things can be done. And in that quest, I don't want to rest. I want to push until I see that we make a living. We make people have a living out of what is theirs. It is very, very unfair that we live in the same country, in the same space and time, and then some of us are comfortably living in large homes and are okay, and some of us are dying in their homes, don't even have a meal for a day. I think we can change that narrative. I actually believe we can change that narrative. But we have to have the right people in power. The people who understand my fundamental principle. My fundamental principle in life, my driving force in life, what I'm thinking, what I'm seeing in my life is I want to be that galvanizer that is able to develop human capacity. I believe in democracy. I've gone around the world. God has blessed me. I've traveled around the world. I've seen some democracies that are really working for them. There is no country that is perfect. There is no democracy that is perfect. But there are democracies around the world that have minimal rates of corruption compared to what we have. We have the opposite. All we're saying is, can we make the system mostly working, not mostly not working? So it is about how many percent is working. I just want my people to know that I want to represent them. I want to represent the people of Bassa and Just North. And I know that if you talk about the core of Plateau, you will find it in Bassa and Just North. There is literally no tribe in the Plateau that does not exist around Just North. You will find every tribe in closets in Just North. I want to be the arrowhead. I want to be that person you send. I want you to send me. I want you to tell me what you want me to present for us. I want to be a legislator who is for the interest of the people. My agenda for right now is the people's agenda. I will come to my people and ask my people what my people want. And I go to the government and tell the government that this is what my people want. If the government does it, I go back to the people and say, government have done this for us. If they've not, I go back to the people and say, government is not doing it. And I go back to the government and tell them that if you do not do this to my people, I will continue to talk about it. I'm not going to give you rest until you do it to my people. That is all. But all we need is we need people who can speak to the government in the government language. We need the people who understands parliamentary system of government. We need people who understand how to lobby and get what they want for their people. We need people who can tell the people who they are. We need people who are not afraid of telling the people the strength that they have so that they can hold them responsible if they are not able to put up. The people of Bassa and the people of Just North. This is for our good. This is for our collective good. Please don't look at Daniel. Look at the future of your children. Don't look at Daniel. Look at the country, Nigeria. You, of course, who is listening to me, please, for your own sake, for the sake of your children, for the future of our children, let's do the right thing. Labour Party is where I am. This time, I am going for the best. Labour Party, forward ever. This time around, tell everyone around. It's simple for us. We say this, Papa, Mama, Pikin. That's our logo. Look for that logo. The labors of our heroes past shall never be in vain. Our labor shall never be in vain. And God blesses the work of our hands.